Hey guys, Jengar here. Welcome to today's realistic review in which we are taking a look at a good old favorite mine, the Italian G.56, sitting at 5.3 battle rating in realistic battle. This is a fantastic plane at this battle rating and really is a plane that can be used in a variety of roles. The maximum speed in this plane at sea level without web is 542 kilometers an hour. And with web 558 kilometers an hour. At 4500 meters without web you can go up to 500 kilometers an hour, and with web 512 kilometers an hour. And if you go up to 6500 meters the plane will go 469 kilometers an hour without web and 482 kilometers an hour with web. Now that is fast. It is fast than a lot of planes at its battle rating, but for example the P-47s here are faster than me using their web, but I am faster without web. This plane is also faster than most of the Spitfires it will face at this battle rating. In a dive it also has very nice speed. The top speed in a dive is 797 kilometers an hour before it redlines and 910 kilometers an hour before it rips apart. That is a good top speed, but there is control stiffening. The control stiffening already starts at 550 kilometers an hour and it really becomes severe at around 700 kilometers an hour. So I would say the effective dive speed is around 700 kilometers an hour, and beyond that it's going to be dangerous to get out of the dive. The roll rate is especially influenced. The elevator stays reasonably functional even around 700 kilometers an hour. Stall speed in the plane lies around 150-160 kilometers an hour, which isn't half bad. Now the firepower in the plane is fantastic. I love the firepower. You know, the MG151s have always been some of my favorite cannons. This one has 3 times 20mm MG151 cannons with around 270 rounds per gun. I used air target belts and I used a 600 meter convergence for this match. Excellent ammo load on the plane as well for these guns. Usually you have less ammo when it comes to cannons, but this one has fantastic ammo load. Excellent. The acceleration in the plane in a straight line is decent to good depending on what altitude you are. Becomes a little bit less at the higher altitudes. Dive acceleration is decent overall. The energy retention in the horizontal is very good. It really holds its energy very nicely. And in the vertical it's decent to good. Climb rate in the plane is excellent, which really helps with the vertical energy retention. And you can really pull some shenanigans in the vertical and with turning, because with flaps the turn time in this plane is good and decent without the flaps. So that's overall pretty good. The flaps do rip off though at 515 kilometers an hour. So definitely usable a long time, and only in the faster speed range do you have to be careful not to rip off those flaps and to pull them back in time. The roll rate in the plane is average, and there is a little bit of a speed range between 350 and 450 where it's decent, but the roll rate in this plane is nothing to write home about. The overall maneuverability is decent to good thus, with this turn time and this roll rate. Overheating in the plane is present but manageable, I would say. Only with extreme web usage in dogfights and such will the plane overheat, especially on hotter maps like Sicily here. Durability in the plane is quite good and the plane can take a lot of damage. Now overall this is a very nice versatile fighter, I would say. Mainly an energy fighter, which can also boom and zoom and can also turn in a pickle. It doesn't excel at turning, and it doesn't excel at boom and zooming, mainly due to the control stiffening, and the acceleration isn't perfect, but it's decent to good. And as an energy fighter it's very good. So yeah, but you can transition in the boom and zoom role and into the turn fighting role against a lot of opponents as well. So yeah, very versatile plane that is lovely to fly, feels very steady, and the guns will not let you down. The guns are really nice. and I always enjoy flying this thing out. I flew in total, in the complete total of my flyouts have not been that much. I flew 7 matches in this thing, and I have not been killed once yet in it, and it really says something about this plane. It really is a strong contender and a sturdy plane with excellent armament, good speed, and excellent climb rate as well. Energy retention as well. So it's all pretty good on this plane, I have to say. There are some downsides, of course, but overall this is a very strong plane and a very joyful plane to fly at this battle rating. Now in this match we had a very good start with 4 kills pretty early on. Then we had to go back to the airbase, get some new ammo and all that jazz, and we found this P-47 which we could not engage when he came off the airfield and was climbing, as we were running out of fuel, and he was doing a wise thing. He was climbing in the cloud. I would have had to find him, and for the dogfight itself I would have been left with only 2 minutes or something of fuel if I would have found him, and otherwise I would have crashed. So this was the smart thing to do, just go back, just reload, rearm, refuel, and here we are. We found him. He was higher than us. We had a little bit of a back and forth here and there, evading him in time and all that stuff. And I'm trying to make him turn now by shooting at him. You can always hope, right? His energy is at the moment much better than me. I'm a little bit overheated, but I'm holding good speed. Although of course he is holding better speed right now as he came from a higher altitude. Now here's his dot. I didn't want to have you watch at that whole track I made after him here. We're almost at the edge of the map here. And he's going up and he's going to the right. So he's gonna turn around to the right. You see his dot there. It's very clear. We are not that far behind though, so I decided to go up for him and go into the attack. We get a hit. I would always recommend you in these situations to be aggressive. It's you who is the hunter, no matter who is in the advantage. That's gotta be the mentality of a fighter pilot. Now he's turning, and now he is basically ours. I already know it, he already knows it, but we're gonna go through the shenanigans here until I get my guns in the right place. There we go. And you don't have to wait long, especially on these distances with the MG151s, to shred a plane to pieces. 5 kills in this match, completing my ace, first place in the team, and let's see what kind of rewards we got for that performance. We've got Final Blow, Survivor, 150,000 silver lines and 14,000 research points. Very nice. I'll see you in the conclusion. Hey guys, so here we are after the match. Now the G.56 is a very nice plane at 5.3 battle rating. It is a beast of a plane, let's say. It is fast, it is good in a dive up until 700 kilometers an hour. Fantastic firepower with an excellent ammo load. Acceleration is still decent, not the best part of the plane, but decent acceleration. Energy retention is good to very good. Excellent climb rate. Turn time decent to good, which is very nice, and overall decent maneuverability. A little bit of overheating, but the plane can take a lot of damage. So overall, very nice plane, versatile, can turn, can boom and zoom a little bit, and a very good energy fighter. Fantastic guns. I can only say, go for this plane, put a talisman on it, and use it to grind through your Italian jets. I would use this plane for it, with all the information I have at this time. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye. If you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button, become part of this community. If you are already a subscriber, don't forget to like the video, do leave me a comment, and if you really feel like helping out today, make sure to share the video with your friends and let them know about the channel.